Hello, Algebra 2 students. Welcome back to another episode of your Unit 3 study guide. We're going to still look at Section A checkpoint, but now we're looking at problem number 2. For each function, determine whether it has a horizontal asymptote. If it does, give an equation of that horizontal asymptote. In other words, just tell me where the asymptote is at. So, we'll go back later and talk about what do they mean by give an equation of the horizontal asymptote, and I'll explain that in a bit. So first of all, let's look at these three rules here that I have here on the side. If the numerator is greater than the denominator, then y is equal to 0. So let's look at the powers. Let's see, is there any problem from A, B, C, and D that has a greater exponent in the denominator than in the numerator? Well, the x and the x here are the same. Nope. X and x here are the same. Nope. The x squared is bigger, but in the numerator, but we're looking for a bigger denominator. So we'll come back to C. And then 4x over x squared, the denominator has a higher power. The power is 2. So that means our horizontal asymptote will be at y equals 0. So for D, we can say the horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. Boom. And that's what they mean that they want it written as an equation. So that y equals 0, that's your equation, okay? All right, so is there a case where the numerator is greater than the denominator? Well, we said C has a higher power in the numerator than it does in the denominator. In this case, for C, I know that there is no vertical asymptote. So I'm just going to say no horizontal asymptote. So for C, there is no horizontal asymptote. Okay, whoops, let me fix this again. Perfect. Now, if they have an equal power, then I have to take and then I have to divide the lead coefficients. What does that mean? Well, I take the first numbers that are with the x values. So in this case, the highest power is an x, the highest power is an x. So I'll take the 4 from the numerator and the 1 from the denominator, divide them. 4 divided by 1 equals 4. So I'm going to say that my asymptote is at y equals 4. And that's my answer. Let's look at B in this case, this one. I take my 8 over x, that's 8, divided by 1, that's 8. So y is equal to 8. Boom. And that is it for this problem. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be walking around in class, or if not, just come on over and ask me questions if you have any. But other than that, that is it for this video. See you in the next study guide video.